Guys, welcome back. Actually, oh, let me turn it on. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm still a little off, guys. I'm still not feeling the greatest, but I think it was just like a minor cold or something. But I'm still a little bit off. I'm good. Okay, Libras. No, Virgos. Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Let's see, Virgos. Yeah, Virgos, right? Yeah, Virgo. This is going to be more of a spiritual reading, so I don't know. I really am not a fan of asking specific questions, and most of the time, I want to say 95% of the clients that I get, when I do readings for them, I'll ask them, do you have a specific question, or do you just want to know what just whatever you need to know? And 95% of the time, people would just be like, I don't have a question, just whatever comes out, which I love, because Spirit knows best, right? Mother knows best. Now I want to watch Disney movies. Maybe you have a daughter or you love Disney movies. I know there's people, or you're from LA. You could also be from Florida. Something about Disney though. Yeah. Yeah, because now I want to watch Rapunzel. Alright. Let's see, Virgos. I just keep seeing Minnie Mouse for some reason. I don't know. Or Mickey Mouse. Chaos. Okay. Children are chaos, but no. Chaos. I feel like right now, Virgos, you are going through chaos. It feels like there's internal chaos, and my throat chakra is starting to want to close up. And then there's a cosmic wound. Virgos, are you pregnant? Are you getting somebody pregnant? Did you get someone pregnant? Or are you going to get someone pregnant? Or this also could be that right now you guys are going through chaos. So right before I started, actually this is my second time starting your guys' video. I started, and then I started running around looking for my remote control, looking for this, looking for that, getting water. And then the video started recording, and I was like, I'm not ready. Why? And so it's giving like if you're a feminine that's given birth and not masculine, whatever. When you go into labor and you guys are kind of like running around trying to make sure you have everything, you forget some things, and then you accidentally take too much things that don't belong. Yeah. I know I've always had, well, I'm trying to remember on my first pregnancy, but I can't. I know that in my second, I can't remember any of the days. Like, I remember the days, but I can't remember if I had like a pack ready, like my to-go bag. Like, yeah, I can't remember. And I know both times my water broke, so I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. Like, your water broke early, whatever. It's the theory, right? It's not like, oh, not the theory. It's like why am I having such a hard time? Okay. Breathe. See what I mean? I'm like flabbergasted. I cannot speak. Everything I'm trying to say is just like, okay. Right now it feels like there is a lot going on internally and externally. It could be that you guys are you guys are going through a rebirth. With the cosmic moon, divine feminine, it could be that you're very much in tap with your divine feminine, right? Or you could be, like I said, you could be coming into contact with the divine feminine. And there could be a birth of an opportunity here, a birth of a new relationship, a new love. It could be the birth of you coming out in your divine feminine, coming out authentically who you are, right? It's giving like a phoenix, but different, right? Births and yeah, because I'm seeing like a phoenix ashes, and with birth, it just feels like it's different. This is like something new, like you're being born. And with the phoenix ashes, the phoenix, you know, burns up and then is reborn, right? I don't know. You got magic, moonlight, enchantment, and then you got into me, I see, and at the bottom of the deck we got great and full. Yeah, which giving this energy is giving Ace of Cups. You know what? I'm actually going to do some stuff that I forgot to do. I'm telling you, it was chaotic, and I don't know why, because I have nowhere to be after this, so I don't know why it was so chaotic getting onto this reading. And in fact, I thought I was doing Libra. I don't know. Okay, let me just light a little sage just to calm the energy, because it really does feel just in case you're wondering, I bake. Dude, that shit is gonna burn my cards. Ouch! See what I mean? This feels very chaotic. This does not feel like the norm. I just burned myself, and then a piece of the sage went into the cards that were gonna burn my... This feels very chaotic. I don't like this. I don't like this. It feels like this. Okay. Yeah, we got chaos, okay? Chaos. It feels like left and right, up and down, there has been just chaos. Chaos. Your life could be in chaos right now. Your feelings could be in chaos. I remember when I got this card, this was way back when I first started, and literally nobody, I don't have a lot of watchers now, but back then I had no one. So a lot of the energy sometimes would pull just for me, especially if I was doing like a Cancer reading. And I remember that I pulled this card 2 months later. Oh my God. I remember it was like left and right, up and down. Things were going wrong. It was insane. And that kind of didn't stop for like a few years, to be honest. A couple years. I'm not getting that. It might have been going on for... It feels like it's elevated now. Like I said, it's almost like you're giving birth and you're getting ready. Do you see how I'm actually getting ready right now? Like, this makes no sense, but okay. You're either in labor or you're being born, right? You're being birthed. With magic here, it does feel like you have been manifesting this. Is this something that you've been I just heard a whole new world, like from Aladdin. It feels like you've been trying to manifest a whole new world for yourself, and you are being birthed into a new world. But there were towers that needed to be... It's almost like I don't know why I got this as an example, but let's say you buy a plaza, or what I honestly saw was like a city. Like if you bought a city and you need to tear it down, so you're like knocking down the buildings, the houses, whatever it is that you need to knock down, right, to start from the ground up. That's kind of what I'm getting. I do feel like you're being fully led, and once you go through this rebirth, you are coming out fully aware, fully activated. You are like, into me, I see. You are understanding, as within, so without, right? Look how beautiful that is. Look at that. You are fully connected. It feels like you are the one that caused these towers to fall, whether you know it or not. Every single thing that has happened in your life, you asked for this. You asked for a change, and it happened. And you are actually going to be very great and full and grateful of love, of wisdom. You're going to understand everything. It's almost like you went through the tornado and then you look back and you kind of see like what it was doing. And what it was doing, you thought it was destroying the town, but really, let's say it was like cleaning out a plague or something. And you get to see back there, and you get to see hindsight, right, which is 2020, and you understand, and it activates you to a level, to a core level of like just a whole another level of being. Your reading is very, 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 very 5D. So yeah. All right, let's clarify chaos. I still feel very chaotic, and I feel a little bit out of body, to be honest. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm here. I also keep seeing something about May. I'm very aware of my body, of what my body is doing, of what I'm seeing. Okay, let's clarify chaos. The King of Swords, yeah, you've learned the truth. You're learning truths. You're seeing the truth. You're feeling the truth. You're smelling the truth. All the truths are coming out. All the truths are coming out, and I feel like you're actually, it's helping you to detach from the things that don't feel real. It really does feel like you almost disconnected from your body, or from your from who you are. It almost like you disconnected from your soul, which I don't know how you would do that. Almost like you were doing something, you were going through something, but unfortunately it was a lesson that was needing to be learned. I feel very disconnected right now, and I just got like really tired. The cosmic wound, the divine feminine, the King of Cups. The King of Cups. It feels like there could have even been healing in illnesses. You guys could have broken bones. You guys could have gone through a lot of things. There might have been illnesses that you guys are going through, or that you guys are healing through. But it took the universe basically like throwing tower after tower after tower to get you to look up and finally pay attention. Like, okay, you know what? Let me come back to me, and I need to pay attention to this and start doing what I have to do. Because the gentleman with the King of Swords has a drill. It's almost like, let me fix this, right? And it feels like you had to, it really does feel like you disassociated, but it feels like out of body almost. Like you were doing everything that you had to do, but it didn't feel like you were there. It feels very disconnected. I actually do not like this feeling whatsoever. But with the King of Cups here, it does feel like you finally have come into yourself, and you finally started to feel you were moved into your water energy. Oh my God. Virgos, this energy is like rough. Like all I want to do is like space out and fall asleep and like close my eyes. Oh, that song. I close my eyes and all I see is a world that's waiting there for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the dark, running no one's been before. I can't remember how it goes, but it's from The Greatest Showman. You can say it all sounds crazy. You can say it all sounds I don't remember the words. But yeah, there's something there about coming to a world that you actually created, that you actually want to live in. Something that you are wanting to, and with the cups, the King of Cups sitting on the cosmic wound, almost like coming into contact with your divine feminine, or your divine counterpart, allowing those emotions to come in and wake you up again. Wake me up inside. Yeah, with the Nine of Pentacles, being financially sovereign, but not just financially sovereign. Lately with this one, it feels like being able to have your own autonomy, live the life you want to live, having no strings attached, not being told what you can and can't do. It feels like for a long time you've been living a life that was, you were told you had to be, you had to live a life that you were told, a person, something, someone you had to be. You were being told who you had to be. Who the fuck gets to tell you who you have to be? Why do you have to be something that you're not? And when you do that, you are, you are self-abandoning, and your soul is like, it really is. And depending on what you're doing, let's say you get into a relationship because of kids, or it's not because of love, right? Then you're prostituting your soul, and in that case your soul doesn't want to be there. And that's why it feels like your soul is like, we don't want to be here, we're gonna I don't even think that's a thing. I don't know anything about that. So if you guys know about that, great. I don't know anything about that. That's just the way the reading's coming out. And understand that the less sense this makes, the more I'm not speaking. These are not my words, all right? Understand that I am a conduit for these messages, right? I am a mouthpiece. So the crazier I sound, the better, because then you know that it's literally just, I'm a microphone at this point. And this is Venus and Virgo. Yeah, being able to be self-sufficient, being able to, but remember, when we're self-sufficient is because I can wipe my own ass. You can pay your own bills. You don't require of others. And that way you can be whoever the hell you want to be. Because yes, is it harder to not have someone's help? Is it harder to do it on your own? Absolutely. But do I enjoy the freedom that I have to do whatever the hell I want, and nobody tells me what to do or how to be, or even make me feel bad if I can't, in their eyes, reach a goal? Yes, I do. Sometimes things are tighter. Sometimes, it is. Sometimes things are, and sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're just perfectly great. But if you can't be those things on your own, if you're codependent, if you're, in emotionally or financially, then that makes strings. That causes strings. And I've made sure anytime anybody's helped me, listen, understand that if there are strings on here, I don't want your help. I'll figure it out on my own, right? I'm not going to have strings. No strings. No strings. Don't mind my cat. He's pissed off. He's probably going to come up behind me. All right, let's clarify into me. I see. At the bottom of the deck, oh look, we have at the bottom, we have the Three of Cups. All right, quit being crazy. Here. Go to the window. You got all those drugs on your back. Clean yourself, sir. Are you not embarrassed? The Three of Cups, and you have so many options. You are multifaceted, Virgos. You guys can do so many things. You guys can pick a thing and you guys can become good at it. I know Virgos, like that's one of the signs I know the best, because I've been with several Virgos. I married a Virgo. Friends are Virgos. You guys have so many talents, but you guys hide those. And you Virgos honestly don't need haters, because you guys are your biggest haters. Like, I don't even know. You guys are like the biggest martyrs, which I know. It's just no. Like, why? Just no. That shit needs to be let go. Like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. It's all my fault. Global warming, my fault. World hunger, my fault. Virgos, come on, man. Really? Like, come on. Look, the Five of Cups. Okay. Y'all need to stop, alright? You need to stop carrying that shit and let go. Because what is your responsibility is your responsibility. And your responsibility at this point is not removing yourself from situations where you no longer resonate and you know that you no longer should be there. The Six of Swords, moving the fuck away. Oh my god, this reading is like, now it's smooth, now that I got that message out. There is a passage here to a different kind of life, a life where you live the life you want, that you choose. You get to be who you are innately. You can be who you want to be. You just have to choose to cut those strings. And yes, it is harder without having financial support. It is harder without... I'm actually okay alone, so I'm not codependent. But if I found that person that fit great, absolutely I'd be in a relationship. I'm not willing to accept anything less, right? But is it harder to start, let's say, a business without any backing? Yes. Without anybody that, or almost nobody that supports you? Yes, it is a lot harder. But if you continue, you will succeed. It doesn't matter in what. You'll succeed in something. You're meant to succeed in something, right? And as long as don't have people that are coming and unscrewing the screws that you just screwed into your own home, you'll get there, all right? Excuse me, I'm talking to Virgos. You need to chill. Percy. Ugh. Alright, Percy. I was going to say, alright, Virgos. Let me get you guys some guidance cards. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. There's a need to have some fun right now. But especially through the tower moments, right? Because those do suck. But it's time to let go. It's time to move away. And just fucking laugh. Just laugh about it. Like, what are you going to do? You being upset or being stressed or being all those things, like, yes, we need to transmute, but sometimes laughing is the best medicine, really. I had a client the other day who's actually somebody I've known for a really long time, but she's also a client, and I hadn't talked to her in a while, and she texted me after our meeting, and she said, I haven't laughed that hard, and I don't know when was the last time. And that's where you start. When you don't know where to start, just fucking go laugh, dude. Like, just... It reminds me of the Sex and the City movie where she's like, when will I ever laugh again? And her friend's like, when something's funny. And then they're in Mexico and the friend drinks the water. You're not supposed to drink Mexico water from the tap. We drink out of gallons in Mexico. Purified water. And she shat herself. And she laughed so hard, right? But it took weeks, months, right? And then you got health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. What did I say about healing? There's something here about healing. You guys might have been playing a little too hard for too long. It's been too hard for too long. And I can't live without you, baby. Okay, Mary J. Blige. I don't know. It's been too hard for too long. And you guys might have not been taking care of your vessel, and now it's taking a toll. It's time to clean it up. Clean it up. Alright, Virgos, I love you guys so much. I hope this helped, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.